All right, great peoples. How you guys doing? Back with another video. If you have not seen my other videos, please watch those other videos. It'll help catch you up to where we're at now, and it'll just fill you in as to what's going on. This is a very big map, so I want you to be able to follow what's going on. If you have any questions you want to have, if you have any tips that you want to know, if you want to just know just how something is done, if you want to know how to protect yourself against bombers, if you want to know how to protect yourself against a large attack, things like that. You want to know how to use your airplanes. If you want to learn how to protect your borders better. Any little question that you may have that you can't find or that you can't seem to figure out on your own, uh, leave a comment, ask your question. I want people to get better at this game. This is a great game. I want this game to expand, and the only way it can expand is if people learn how to play. Um, so at this point, what's going on? I'm just mobilizing my troops as I continue to do from the previous video. So if you don't understand what I'm doing as far as going all into West Yakutsk provinces, I declared that West Yakutsk has committed treason. He committed treason by helping Kentucky. So um, we're just continuing from that angle. Um, and so as you watch me mobilize my troops, I just want to just um, say some things to you that you may want to consider when playing this game. One thing is that it's great to attack, it's great to build up large troops and conquer land and expand your provinces. That's a great thing to do. However, this game is measured by points. So in order to win this game, you have to get a certain amount of points. So one thing I want to stress as I begin to play and as you can see, I'm very deep. I'm almost 6 months in. This is almost like 6 months, guys, that we've been playing this game on real time, meaning it doesn't stop. So this is a real time. So um, with all of that time that I've put into this game, what I've come to understand is that you need to learn how you acquire your points. As you can see, I'm showing you guys the list here: 701, 625, 613. These are points that players have accumulated within their coalition. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that, do you understand how to maximize your points? A lot of people play this game and they get emotional about getting into wars, fighting, and all of this and that, but they don't really sit back and think about, well, how do I win this game? You win the game by having the most points. How do I get the most points? That's what I want to talk about. You get the most points in this game by acquiring a lot of provinces. That's true. So you do have to fight and you do have to get a lot of provinces. That's 50%, I believe, of the battle. Now, the other 50% is what I'm going to share with you that will help you fortify your provinces. It will help you upgrade your provinces, and it will prepare you for later on in the game. And that is, you must build your economy. That's almost where you get the most points. It's from building up your economy. You get more points that go towards you winning the game if you build up your forts up to a level 5. You get more points for each province if you build a boating dock. And you also get more points if you build up your factories. Those 3 things on each province you want to build up, because that's going to get you points that will help you win the game. Again, I want to reiterate what I'm doing is I'm mobilizing and I'm moving my troops into all of West Yakut's provinces, so that in the event that I decide to attack him, I will be already ready to go. But let's go back to what I was just speaking on as far as the economy. That's where you need to have your wood, your metal, and your money needs to go towards building up your economy. I would even say I would prefer, before you try to expand and get too much provinces, I would try to build up the provinces that I got first and then expand. This is a very long game. A lot of time we rush to try to get as many provinces as possible. If you can get some provinces and it's just right there and it's easy and it's a weak spot, by all means go ahead and get the province. But if you're in a situation where you don't have any easy targets, don't worry about that. Build your economy. Build up your forts. Build up your factories. Build your boating docks. Then you can build up the best army now. Now you can build your big tanks and your planes because you have a strong infrastructure. You have a strong economy that will allow you to build those things, and they will be built quickly. So you don't have to wait all day long. The stronger you build your infrastructure, the more factories, the more factories you upgrade to, the higher your morale is. That's the faster you will be able to produce more tanks and armies that you need to go and expand. And so I just think that is one of the most important aspects of this game is building your economy. One thing that I did throughout this game was I built and you must build those railroads. Those railroads get you points as well. So the railroads, the boating docks, the factories, and the forts. If you build those, if you can build those 4 things fully to the max on each province, you have a great chance of winning this game. And not only that, you are very strong in the game, because no one wants to attack a fort that has a level 5 fort. And you'll be pushing out troops, tanks, airplanes, boats. You'll be pushing those out faster than most in the game. So you can build your army up. You can build a nice strong army up very quickly. So I thought that was important to share that with you guys. So right now, just watch how this is a tedious process, but now right now, just take a few moments to watch how I mobilize my troops into different areas. And we'll just narrate the things that I see, any little tips that I can give you to help you strengthen your game. Now, mind you, I will show you later in some of my other videos as we move along how important it has become that I built my infrastructure and why that has allowed me to secure, I believe, the W. I believe I will be winning this game solo due to the fact that I built my economy the whole time I've been playing this game. on this map. While other guys may have been trying to attack and move and do other things, I've been building my economy, which has built my points up. So a lot of times you'll get attacked. People are like, well, why does he still got all these points? It's because I built up my economy. Now I want you to look at this right here, guys. This is a problem right here. You see how Kentucky is over here with that large stack right there? That's a problem. And that's why I have an issue. He sees Kentucky's right here, and he's building up all of this infrastructure here, and he's already all over here. So now I have to deal with that eventually. And that's why I say Western Kutz, he opened that door for Kentucky to be able to build up his troops and everything else in this area. So that's something that I'm keeping an eye out for. As you can see, I'm attacking Baghdad. We're trying to go ahead and get him out of the game, get him out of here. Baghdad was once one of the largest and strongest players in the game, but like this game happens, if you don't strategize, if you don't pay attention, if you don't fortify, it doesn't matter if you're winning the game early. You can always take a great fall. So Baghdad was once ranked number 1 and 2 in this game, and now he's about to be out of here. So we're just closing out on Baghdad, and we're taking over his provinces, and we're just going to continue to expand my provinces. Okay. We don't want a bunch of troops just sitting around, so we're going to start to mobilize these guys in the right spots. Yes, guys, this is a very tedious game. It gets boring sometimes, but you gotta do it. You got to do this. You have to take some time and move around and move your troops. You have to look around and you have to be vigilant. Let me tell you something about this game. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I'm going to be totally honest. You will lose some sleep playing this game. You will. You will lose some sleep. This is a serious little game right here, guys. You have to be focused. Now, if you're not focused, you just one of these, oh, I don't care, it's that serious, it's a game, you're not going to win. So, I, when you get to this level in the game, you have to get focused because you got a good chance to win a game, win the map, and it doesn't come too often. You can try to, start this game over and play at day one, and you will see this takes a lot of brain work to get to this point. So once you get to this point, don't give up. Don't slack off. Don't get tired. This is what you worked hard for, was to get to this place where you have a large army and you can use your brain and you can master how to run your economy. So don't get discouraged by the tediousness of the game, because that's the part that I tend to enjoy. Now, a good strategy would be set yourself up where you have people in position where you can take a break. Very important. Very, very important that you would need to take a break. But you cannot take a break in the middle of a battle. You cannot take a break when someone is on the verge of attacking you. You cannot take a break when you don't have enough defense to cover yourself. You cannot take a break when you have an airplane in the air patrolling or attacking someone. Because at that stage, you never know if somebody's going to try to attack the airport or the base. That's how you kill airplanes, is by attacking the base. So you don't get off the game for a whole 8 hours and you got planes in the air. That may be enough time for someone to down those airplanes and kill them. So one of the key things you want to do is give yourself some breaks, but have things set up where you can take that break. Make sure all your planes are in a secure place. Make sure that you have your defenses up. Make sure that you don't have any um, battles that require your immediate attention. Make sure that it's very mundane at the moment and that there isn't much going on. Then yes, maybe you can take a little break from the game, which will allow you to reevaluate. You can refresh your mind, and you can just come back to it and say, okay, where are you at? And how you can move forward, because you will need to take some breaks from this game. This game is on 24/7, 24 hours a day. So for 24 hours a day, someone is strategizing. Someone is trying to knock you off your position. While you sleep, somebody could be mobilizing towards you. So you need to be able to see those things coming. You need to be able to see those things coming. Um, so right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm just evaluating. I'm seeing where the threats are at, and this is something you have to peek in and do, you know, quite consistently. Otherwise, you'll mess around and have somebody sneak up on you and you won't see it. That's another major piece of advice I would give you, is you will need to set yourself up where you can take some breaks. Okay, another major part of this game. that you will need to master and understand is espionage. As you can see me looking over here at these reports, that's due to spies. That becomes one of the most important aspects of this game. You have to learn how to use your spies. And I will teach you, and if you just follow these videos, I will show you how spies work, why you need to learn it, how it affects you. Um, as you can see, it costs $20,000 to recruit one spy. And if you look, you have intelligence, economical sabotage, and military sabotage. Those three things are very important when you need to learn how to protect yourself, number one, from spies, and how you can use spies to gain intelligence, to damage somebody's economy, and to damage their military. Very important. If you don't learn this part of the game, you will definitely have a hard time trying to win a map. You have to learn how espionage works. And I will break that down for you throughout these videos as we move forward. So right now, I'm just giving you guys all the tips. By the time you're done watching these videos, you're going to know everything I know, and you're going to be 10 times better. Because I know when I first started playing, I didn't really pay attention to the spies. And that will hurt you by not knowing how that works. So as you watch these videos, I will show you how to use your spies. Will you show them how to clean their office? You was a hater, boy. Because it's recording right now. That was my lady, y'all. She's hating because I spend time on this game trying to teach you guys how to play. So she's a little jealous. She was just sitting there watching me as I was explaining to you guys how the spies work. So y'all know how that goes. And hey Essence, I let the people know that what you did just then, and that you was interfering, and that you're mad because I was spending time on the game, teaching them how to play. So I'm letting my audience know that, right? I'm sure they do too, and they don't. Well, that's on y'all. Y'all need a support group. We got our support group here. So guys, they just get mad because we know we done found us a hobby, and we found us a we found us a game that we enjoy and that we take time to play, and they just jealous. They jealous. Okay, so right now, as you can see, I'm using my spies. And what I'm really doing at this point is I'm attacking the economy. And I'll explain to you how that works. You don't just attack somebody's economy for no reason. It's a method to the madness. Um, I guess I'll give you an example. If I put some spies at your capital, that's one of the main parts of it. When you want to get information about another country, you put intelligence spies in the capital. That will tell you how much food they got. It will intercept conversations they're having with other players. You'll see who they're at war with, who they're sharing maps with. Sometimes it will reveal their entire army. You'll see where all their armies are at. So it's very important to get intelligence information about um, another country, maybe that you're at war with. Now, what I'm doing right here is I'm putting a bunch of economical spies inside of Benny's provinces because I know he doesn't have a lot of food. He got a lot of troops running around, but he doesn't have a lot of food to feed them. So I'm going to sabotage all of his food. And so I'm going after the fish and I'm going after the grain. So when the next day comes, he'll look and he'll see that somebody has stolen a lot of his food and a lot of his grains, which will cause his troops to lose morale, which will make them weaker. And so that's why I am affecting his economy at this point. So it's different ways and different reasons why you want to use spies. So as the game go on, you will definitely see how spies are so very important. I mean, they're so important it doesn't even make any sense. So don't undermine spies. I will teach you and I will give you all the tips you need to learn about spies and why you need to use them, when to use them, how to use them. These are the tedious things that you must do if you want to be a good player. That's why I'm taking the time to really just show you guys how this will take up a lot of your time. But if you want to win this game, this is what it requires. And yes, maybe your significant other, your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or whatever, they may not understand why is this person taking so much time on the game. Don't worry about that. You stay focused and you master this game and you enjoy it, and maybe you can do your own video and build up a nice following where people can enjoy and watch how you play and see some of your strategies. There's more to it than just you can make something out of playing this game. This is a very intelligent game, so I think it's a good game to try to teach others. I think this game also I think this game also does a great job of showing you how the world really works. Um, this game really opened my mind about how military works, how the economy works, and how all those things um, connect to each other. So you're gonna get smarter by playing this game. Oh, think about it. I'm recording. I am recording. Yeah, but I can record. Oh, I'm telling this child I'm recording, guys, and she still want to talk over the recording. Anyways, and then I lose my train of thought is what I'm trying to relay to you guys. Goodness gracious. You see right there where Kentucky, I got 30 intelligence because well, I brought it down to 25. Reason why is because now when you're trying to get intelligence on someone's capital, as you can see the capital right here. When you're trying to get intelligence on the capital, you have to keep in mind that most players are going to have counter intelligence. So you don't just think you're going to just get all the information you want from somebody without. That's why I had to put so many. I had about 30 spies, intelligent spies in his capital, because I'm sure he has a lot of counterintelligence spies in his capital. So you have to keep that in mind. If somebody has 10 counterintelligence spies, you might need to put 20 over there, and that's where these spies begin to cost a pretty penny because they're not free, they're not cheap. So you do have to have money. As you can see, guys, this takes some time. You know, you have to take time out to do this because these are the things that the enemy will not expect. They're not expecting you to take the time out to put spies into their provinces and to be specific. See, a lot of people they put spies, but they don't know why they put. I'm putting it in specific provinces. As you can see, I'm putting it mainly in the ones that so I guess I'm trying to attack his oil, gas, food. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm attacking the oil. You have to be strategic. If you see somebody is low in something, that's what you want to attack. You don't want to attack a country that has an abundance of something because it really doesn't affect them that much. When you get intelligence about a country and you see that they don't have a lot of oil, they don't have a lot of gas, that's what you want to sanction them on. That's what you want to economically challenge them on. So that's all I'm doing is tagging my spies into those areas where I want to attack things that he doesn't have a lot of. So I can see where he doesn't have a lot of oil, so that's what we're going to go after. I'm sorry, he doesn't have a lot of gas, so that's what I'm going to go after. I've already given you guys some major tips in this video already to consider. Just don't use it against me. I will be updating a lot more videos, a lot more consistently because this is about 2 to 3 weeks behind. But I didn't want to give you too many updated videos because I realized I had a lot of active players that were tuning into my videos trying to get strategies and points and trying to figure out where my troops were and stuff. So I had to scale back just a little bit. But now that I'm in a great position in the game at this point, I can now continue uploading these videos and getting you guys caught up on where we're at. So as you can see right now, we're just filling in some of these spies and making sure that we attack their economy where their guys will not be as strong. They'll be very weak. And then you'll have to scramble. You want other countries to have to scramble and figure out how to balance their economies. That's a very key aspect of the game. You have to have a balanced economy. You don't want to have anything in the deficit. But if you can, so that's my goal is to put them in a deficit so that they can focus more on building their economy and how they can juggle their budget versus trying to attack me. And that'll make sense as you continue to watch and you can continue to see how what I'm doing affects these guys later on in the game. Now, one thing I want to stress to you guys is when you're when you're attacking somebody's economy, you're attacking their food, their fish, their gas. That will affect their troops for the most part, and it will affect how strong their troops are. But when you want to affect someone's economy and their infrastructure, that's where you do a military attack. That way you break down their forts, you break down their boats, anything that they build, you breaking that down. Whereas um, they either have to rebuild it and spend more money rebuilding it, which takes away points from winning the game. So you must know the difference between the two. What I'm doing with these spies is what separates elite players from average players. Some people don't take the time to even look at espionage until it's too late. But once they understand how espionage works, it is one of the most powerful aspects of this game. One of the major things I'm going to show you is that you get to intercept communication. You get to see what other people are saying about you. That's like being a fly on the wall. So that's very, very vital when you're talking about trying to win this game because you can see how other people are thinking. All right, guys, I think that's a good stopping place here. Let me see. Yeah, we're just still mobilizing and upgrading at this point. So, good stopping point, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. I will be consistent, and we'll probably try to get a video up every day up until getting you guys caught up. All right? So we'll see you guys later.